obviously not typical Loyola numbers from that perspective. Your overall thoughts on the game?
Yeah, that's what it came down to. Our margin for error is what it is, and we don't have the margin for error that um, we can succumb that, and no team does. But I mean, ultimately, our record is what it is, but our guys are still competing. Um, they're still giving their all. I thought tonight we talked about before this game being the more connected and consistent group throughout the whole game, and I thought we were the more connected group tonight. I think that showed with our defensive effort. Obviously fouling. I got to watch the film and see what those fouls look like, but obviously fouling. Um, but outside of that, um, holding them to 40% shooting from the floor, turning them over. I think they had 8 assists to 14 turnovers, turning them over, and then offensively the way that we were able to execute. And I thought we got, um, we shot 43% from the floor. I thought we had 55, 60% type looks. So. Um, Guys got to believe in themselves. A guy like Ben Schweiker's got to remember who he is. Braden Norris got to realize who the heck he is. We need Marquise to step up and give us a little more. We need Jalen Quinn to not, some of his fouls, and we talk about it in practice. Um, a couple of them are just they're not smart,
Yeah.
but freshmen got to go through that. So, um, but our margin for error just isn't great, but I'm proud of the way that this group continues to compete. I'm proud of the way that this group continues to give a better look on the floor of a more well coached group. And we talked about it in the locker room. Um, you know, maybe I'm biased, but the way that it feels on the sideline over there, I don't feel overwhelmed by any team in this league. Um, that's no disrespect to any of the other programs or any of the other players,
Right.
but I feel like in this game I felt like we lost versus Fordham beat us. And Coach Ergo, incredible coach. Obviously, you saw we embraced at the end. We're both first-year head coaches in this league. He does a great job. The way that they've been able to, um, the transitions they've made 3 years in a row, the way that he's got his group playing, all the credit in the world. But at the end of the day, I do feel like we lost it. And um, hopefully over these next 3 games, we can be connected and consistent, and I think that'll lead to victories for us.
So Sheldon Edwards seems like he got a great opportunity tonight. Finished with 11 points in just under 11 minutes, knocked down 3 of his 4 3-point attempts. So should we expect to see more of him throughout the rest of the way since Jaden will be out?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much up to Sheldon how he practices. Obviously we went with when to start the year, Jaden was playing better and giving us what we wanted from that role. Um, but Sheldon, he's been defending better in practice. That's the thing. And I thought all the threes, obviously the desperation one that we needed, but even that step back, like that's a good shot for Sheldon. Um, so as long as he's moving the ball and not just, um, you know, just taking it every time and it's not a bad thing because you want him to be aggressive, but if he's taking the right shots, which I thought he did tonight, and he's defending well, you'll continue to see Sheldon for sure. The one thing that I love about Sheldon so much, and I got to give him so much credit, is that despite I don't know how many games he didn't play for or called DMPs in, he was always, anytime I watch the film back, the TV copy, he's always the first guy up off the bench. He's always been a great teammate. He always believes that he belongs on the floor. He takes pride in playing here. There's a lot of good that Sheldon does, and so, um, um, he has such high character, and I think because of how he's handled his situation this year, that's why a night like tonight he had success. So kudos to Sheldon. I gave him a shout out, obviously, in front of the team, and that was fun to see again.
We go from one Jesuit rival in Fordham to another one in SLU on Saturday. First time we played down there as members of the A-10. That's a difficult arena to play in. Talk a little bit about that game.
Yeah, I mean Yuri Collins is obviously a super dynamic point guard that I thought we did a decent job in the first game on. Um, but we got to do a better job on him. He's been, I think he averages like 10 assists a game or something like that in the A10. So, he's been well. I thought Perkins, he crushed us in the first game, and so we got to do a better job of, defending him. I thought we gave up too many second chance points in that game, and I thought we were a little too stagnant against their matchup zone. This is just all off the top of my memory.
Right.
I gotta get to the film here in a second, but yeah, no, our guys should be excited, and I talked to them about we've had a lot of success in St. Louis since I've been here, and we're staying in the same hotel, live at Lowe's, so hopefully they can give us a little pregame magic, and then, being in that city and staying right there, hopefully they'll give us some magic, some of that winning Pixie dust. So hopefully we got that as we go into a tough place to play.